Namaste! Grand Rising, Big Cat. Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555. For your message or massages, come in, come on. I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Energies, up. I insist, bestie. Let's dive in and see what's going on. Here at Don't Get Smoke Central, you'll get the usher, darling dears. We all wants to know what's going on. Forewarned, forearmed. Oh, you have the energy of a 10, darling dears. You're completing a cycle, or you've finished with someone, told them to get out of your life. Why? There was a tampon string in your life, darling dears, being invasive and exposing itself or you at the most inappropriate times, darling dears. The 10 in numerology goes down to a 1. So you're standing in your individuality, darling dears. The dates, the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, and the 28th may be important to you, or the 28th. Your luckiest days are going to be Friday and Sunday. Lucky numbers for you are 1, 2, and 5. So that's the 1 twice. It's about you taking a new way of approaching things, darling dears. This is about you moving away from your lower nature, the toxic environments, darling dears, allowing what? Law 10 of the 48 laws of power to run up and all in your life, darling dears. For what? Avoiding the unlucky and the unhappy. I told you, the tampon string in your life, or strings. Because the wicked usually run in packs, don't they, darling dears? Don't they? The energy of the 1, darling dears, is ruled by the sun energy. Again, it's about the self. A new beginning for you, darling dears. It's about you claiming your independence because you want to attain better things. A new beginning for yourself. Some of you will be stepping into a leadership role, even if that it's not even if, or maybe it might be the leadership role in your life. The number 1 is ruled by the sun as well as Uranus. So you have a sudden change, or somebody feels you suddenly changed. Uranus rules the tower as well as the 11th house. Friendships, groups, darling dears. Yes, all of this and that. You're changing your friendship groups. You don't want to be friends anymore. You're unfriending, unco-workering, unfamilying, all of the above, darling dears. Yeah, and if it's a partner, this is over. Tower moment. It could speak about a divorce, something, a sudden argument, Uranus energy that led to a divorce or is about to lead to a divorce. It was a crisis point, darling dears, in this relationship, whether it was a friendship, marriage, or family member or co-worker relationship. Your feelings have not only cooled down, there is positively Siberia towards them. Yeah, a dramatic change in your life. This is the season of breakups. But be careful, darling dears, of an accident over the next few days. But you're much stronger than before. Somebody is suffering from what? Wounded pride. Oh my God, that means they're going to be vicious. Someone not liking a new path that you're taking because you develop certain habits around what? Besides being on the eggshells, right? Nervous, having all of the PTSD and all of that. Good golly and gosh. You're no longer anxious, darling dears. Feel proud of yourself for the progress that you made. Somebody's also going for surgery, but as I would advise, we are fast approaching the full moon in Gemini. So I wouldn't advise you to do it around the full moon. Wait until the energy of that has passed by, darling dears. This is also the releasing of some kind of trauma, choosing yourself. It's going to be a rude awakening for some. They expected you to stay there as a thumber, under the thumb. Yeah, a full-on doormat, darling dears. Yeah, so they can park their slippers in your back. The energy of the 1. The energy of the 1, it speaks about a symbol of a misfortune, a misfortunate person, a misfortunate situation. Yeah, you know, the 1 is about you choosing yourself. The energy of the 10 is about you, what? Changing your routine for the better, darling dears. Some of you are going to be changing your schools, maybe changing the schools of your progeny or yourself. In the UK, your school could be your school, college, it could be university, but it's a change up, darling dears. Maybe you're moving away from a group of people. Maybe you've changed your line of study, darling dears, what you're following. If you're doing higher learning, but it's a new beginning, but you're choosing what you truly want, what not what you need. Who wants what they need? Anytime you want something that you need, darling dears, it's like you're activating the gates of Hades to open up and let someone who is wicked to the core, Pennywise son or daughter, jettison into your life. Nah, blood. Not having it. Not today or any other day. There's a D in it. Excuse the massive play. It's all mixed up, darling. There's somebody's mixed up about you. Freudian slips again. It's because law number 4 of the 48 laws of power, you've learned to say less to people that your feelings are what? Positively Siberia. Yeah. They will never see the kind, warm-hearted side of you again. Good golly and gosh. Did I tell you the letters that are going to be important to you are the letters A, J, and S? Your lucky days are Friday and Saturday. Your lucky numbers are 1, 2, and 5, and the dates or day is significant to you of the 1st, the 10th, and the 19th. And again, I remind you to take a different approach. Take a breath, darling dears, and look at all of the facts. If it's something that you need to put down, there will be an orgy of evidences. That's what they say in the law enforcement, darling dears, when there's so much overwhelming evidences. It could be a setup to set you back to what? Hairline taking stuff, guys. Hairline taking stuff. You better laugh in the face of adversity. And look at the facts. Let's get a runestone. Just the one, thank you. Good golly and gosh, radio. Represented by the letter R. So you have the letter R, A, J, and S. A loss of status, darling dear. Somebody's going to be having issues with their chariot of righteousness. What's that? Your car blood? Delays in your journey. Yeah, expect a delay, right? Because we've got the 6. You're going to need someone to cooperate with you to continue with your foundation. The 4 is also about communication, darling dears. Pay attention to people's bodily communications. Listen, you need to read body language, darling dears. And it's also a contract or an agreement that's going to be signed. Look at the fine print, darling dears. Make sure that it's more balanced and something that you want. You're also being said to what? Take a good, strong look at your health. And as I say health, we're speaking about the chariot energy. Chariot is ruled by the moon. So issues around your stomach, breast, your pancreas area, or the pancreas, the membrane, the brain, the spleen. Did I say spleen? Well, it doesn't matter. It also speaks about negative energy. Moon energy is feminine energy, or someone that gossips like a woman, darling dear. If it's a man, all they need is a garden fence and a hair tie. A scrunchie, right? Yeah. This is someone who is jealous, bitter, gossiping, all of the above, darling dears. Somebody that thought they'd be able to make some kind of progress with you, but you've cut something out of your life. So you are what? An expert at the red flag, darling dears. Somebody who thinks that they're going to make some kind of leeway with you. Someone who's possibly trying to shoplift a bit of panani or futum from you if you're a single parent. Yeah, because this is about individuality, darling. The individual. Uno. Good golly and gosh. Let me just throw the dice again, blood. Listen. What do they want? 2, they're coming in with gifts, darling dears. And what? Giving you compliments, over complimenting you. Somebody will, either they want to get back with you, or this is a new person coming towards you who's coming to try and shoplift a bit of panani or futum from you, darling dears. But this person's a wrong one, darling dear. Lots of bad luck on them. Yeah, chariot energy. Good golly and gosh. This person is a coward, and it also speaks about, they're not going to speak about cowardly things that they've done in the past. This person is coming in tight-lipped about their past energies, what they've done in the past. Very tricky, darling dears. If you're going to go on a date with them, this person isn't going to have you're going to have to pick them up. They want you to pick them up. They want you to drive. Listen, this is outrageous. Good golly gosh. All right. Radio, as I said, is represented by the Cancer energy, Chariot energy. In the reverse, bestie. Lean in, bestie. Lean in. This don't look good. This is going to bring some kind of crisis into your life. This person would like to put an injustice on you. And it's also accident time, darling dears. Be careful of driving, because it could lead to a serious bodily injury or possibly even brown bread. Be very careful, especially driving on a date with someone you know. They're going to be reckless, darling dears. Your life, you've only got one, darling dear, and you don't want it to be cut off by what? A skullduggerous bottom feeder that didn't mean you any good. Let's see. Yeah, look, I can't make it up. We was just talking about the moon. Radio, darling dear, moon energy. This is a fakeazoid. This person doesn't have any friends. This is somebody that will cut you off from everyone around you. If you're of childbearing age, they would like to get you pregnant. Yeah, trap you with a whole bambino. So they'll always have a tie for you, so they can keep coming back. This person will put you on a path of self-destruction. Good God. Good God. God is good, because you're getting the 411 or wagwan. A fake person, darling. Their danger is indicated. Moon energy, and I told you we've got the full moon in Gemini coming up on I may not have told you, but I've just done the fire sign reading. But yeah, full moon in Gemini on the 27th of November. You know the freaks come out at night, dating at night, reckless driving. It's not good, darling dears. Either they're reckless driving, or you're going to have an accident. Yeah, have an accident with them, or they want you to pick them up. They want to they want to set the scene for you to be what? The slave, a fufu. Who's that? A fufu. Yeah, a fool. Moon energy in the upright, darling dears. Pay attention to your intuition, your discernment. The moon is also about relationships. Yeah, root chakra. Root chakra is in the upright. So you've already achieved your stability. So you've got something to lose. Or you've got something, yeah. If you've achieved stability, a new beginning for yourself, darling dears, individual and all that, right? Where is the 4 gone? Yeah, individual and all that with the 10. You've overcome many cycles in your life, darling dears. You was in a stage where at one point there was a lot of confusion because of the lies, the fake friends. You've removed yourself from toxic temporary situations, because these situations are there because of the frequency you're vibrating on, and for you to learn the lesson and keep it pushing, keep it fresh, tinky winky, styly, pinkies up. Yeah, listening to your intuition. But this is female energy, something to do with a birth. As I said, somebody may even try and trap someone with a bambino. Yeah, because you've got abundance. Your root chakra is in the upright. Abundance comes in many forms. Good advisor, nice, lovely, God, fabulous, and was it fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely personality? Yeah, just all free on the counter. Listen, you want balance, and you're being supported by your ancestral team, and it's about you believe in yourself, right, and trust in your intuition. Listen, don't lower your expectations, darling dears, to accommodate, because you might be feeling lonely. Listen, change the lonely into a loan. It's a big difference. Yeah, rejection and is redirection, darling dear. You're going to have to reject someone, either someone from the past or someone new coming towards you, because you're on a new level. Because you've got abundance, darling. There's root chakra in the upright. It's about manifestation mode. Yeah, it's a love situation. What did I just say? Someone's going to try and shoplift some panani or futum to get you mesmerized. This is a Jezebel what spirit? Yeah. Revelations 2:20. A full-on Delilah. Somebody wants to take your power. 12th house is the house of what? Enemies, darling dears. Hidden enemies. Good God. 12th house, Pisces energy. Lean in, bestie. It's the house of confinement. You could end up in prison, the madhouse. This person also may have even mental illnesses. Good God. I just saw this thing on the YouTube, darling dears, about this woman who went on some website. I forgot. Is it BLK? Or I can't remember the full. You might know. She invited the man to her house, first date and everything. And it got hot and heavy, went into the bedroom. Next you know, he's putting his hand over her mouth and slashing at her throat chakra. Her throat chakra, blood. Yeah, she had to scream and fight her way out of there. But in the mug shot, he had scratches and stuff. She was fighting for her life. How can you first date and be inviting someone you don't know? So listen. Anyhow, be very careful with first dates, darling, especially if you're doing it online, because there's a lot of skullduggery. We see the moon energy and in the reverse, wrong uns, right? I told you, shepherds of the devil are lurking, right? Mask wearing marauders. The cards don't lie. People do. Yeah, but you may be feeling law 18 of the full-on, law 18 of the 48 laws of power. What's the matter? Stammering and stuttering. This person is going to be slow in coming forth. They're going to be redirecting the conversation back to you to find out as much as they can so they can get you in a what? Entanglement. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what your ancestors think about this. Where is my... Here it is. I'm going to use the True Romance Oracle deck to see what's going on. Base of the deck. Chivalry. They're coming in like a silver-tongued devil, darling dears. Flowers. Yeah. All its status, but you better listen to your higher mind. What's that? Your intuition, darling dears. Chivalry is not there. There's nothing wrong with someone being kind. But remember, rejection is redirection, darling dear. What do your ancestors think about this? Tell us. Tell us. Captivated audience and all that, because you're on a new level. You've overcome so much, darling dears. Moon energy is also about high priestess or priest energy. You went within. You had to learn yourself, relearn yourself if you left a skullduggery situation. For others, you have this situation approaching you, darling dear, and it don't look good. Yeah, you've already achieved emotional freedom. Why would you want to take 1,000 steps back? Because you're tricking yourself. You're tricking yourself. Your conscious mind is telling you that you are what? Lonely. Listen. If you're... Yeah, I was going to say I don't advocate violence. Then I was going to tell you to go to the mirror and slap the loneliness out of yourself until blood and spittle flies. What do you mean? You're never alone. You've got your ancestral team and the Most High. Right? And me, bestie. Pinkies up. What's this? Listen, somebody's going to try and break down your boundaries, or they want you with no boundaries, darling dears. Just free with your everything. Your good seat of emperors and empresses, whatever abundance your resources, darling dears, right? Yeah, because you're stable and secure. You're on a new level. Everybody can go with you, and even if they're knocking at your door, they can't come in. Yeah. Somebody who wants you to lack in boundaries, there's going to be no new opportunities, darling dears. It'll be going down Bobby Brown. They want you to be a dummy-backed owl on its forehead, darling dears, lacking in any form of protection, not even spiritual protection, darling dear. And X will be the spot possibly for where they look for your whole body, darling dears. I'm telling you, avoid this situation. They may not only just shoplift your panani, it be your life. And that's something you really can't get back once you're gone. Be careful of dating apps and accepting a date from someone that you haven't investigated, darling dears. Meeting them up, public places and all that. Yeah, this is not a garden that you want to what? Grow anything in. It's on its face. The cards are telling you, the ancestors are telling you, I'm telling you. Listen, be careful of the choices that you make, darling dears, because you don't want to reap anything that's sown in this what? This soil that's made up of what? Fire and brimstone, darling dears. Fire and brimstone. Look, they may even have to dig up a body, darling. Listen, don't go on it there. Hey, you got free will, right? Find out who is for you, and that's why we are keyboard gangsters. We research everyone. Birth natal chart, life path. We look at the numerology, right? Who they family? Who they family? Maybe you can get to know, if you getting to know them, you want to know who their ex is. Can I meet them? Yeah, I ain't got no problem with your exes, so we can have a chat. A little tete-a-tete. Find out what you want to find out. Why? You are protecting your most precious commodity. You! There is no one else like you on this Malkuth, and once you're gone, you're gone. You've got a whole life purpose to complete, right? This person doesn't want you to have self-respect, right? The silver waterfall, right, is the silver-tongued devil. This is a liar, darling dears. People that will give you a fake, forward faking, darling dears, but it won't go that way. For a moment there, it looked like someone trying to... You can't climb water. There's nothing... You can't climb water. Not even a fish can climb up water. Coming down a waterfall. Under the deluge of what? Smoke and mirrors, darling dear. Very careful. You're on a different level. Research. Wait for the divine to bring your true soul partners. It can be platonic because we have many soulmates throughout life. Your soulmate could be a pet, a bird, a budgie, whatever it is, darling dears. Somebody's taking flying lessons. Well, you've got the abundance, and abundance could also be knowledge, new things that you're learning. This is a lacking in confidence in yourself, but it's only the first lesson, darling dears. Keep going. The race is not for the swift, it's for those that can endure. And it's about you learning something more thoroughly. It may take you longer to learn it, but you're going to have a more thorough, whole, a well-rounded understanding. If this is a past person trying to return, remember Proverbs 26:11. As a dog returns to vomit, only a fool will return to folly. Fist bump. Yeah. Let's carry on, because this is something else. Let me put up my hood. They're shady. We'll be shady too. Right, let's get a deck that I haven't used in a while. Oh, the world card. Being watched on the World Wide Web. And as I said, somebody may meet someone off a dating site, darling dears. Don't be desperate by inviting them to your home, darling. That reeks of desperate. You just met this person. You don't even know who the person is, blood. What? No, you're giving out your personal address where you lay your head on your bed of righteousness. I think not, Scotty. I think not. My progeny barely know where I live, and they live with me. What do you mean? Oh my goodness. What's the moon energy? Yeah, temperance. You're an earth angel, and it also speaks about you being spiritually protected. The moon speaks about spiritual protection. You're being protected from a Jezebel spirit, an incubi or a succubi, darling dears. Somebody who is skilled in the boudoir, darling dear, but they're a liar, and it will be a wrong investment, the wrong partner. They may even try to get you to invest in something. You're going to lose your money, darling dears. This person's got karma all up and on them. Judgment card, darling dear. And they're looking for someone to share in it. Someone to carry the load while they're what? Carefree. Listen, judgment card also speaks. It could possibly be someone from the past trying to return. Yeah, like Mac the Knife, Beetlejuice, or Candyman. Listen, you ain't got the hairline for that, darling dears. Keep your independence. Law 20 of the 48 laws of power. Don't be affiliated with no one, especially if they're what? You know them to be skullduggerous from past rodeos with them, darling dears. Yeah. 5 of Cups. You're not emotionally tied to anyone from the past. Listen, your heart is clean, and you've learned to guard your heart. Proverbs 4:23. Guard it doesn't mean what? Block it off, darling dears. You have new relationships coming towards you because you are more stable root chakra. You've created security in your life. 9 of Cups, and not everyone is happy about that. So 9 of Cups emotion, you'll be inviting someone in who is good in the boudoir, darling dears. They haven't got a pot to piss in or a window to put it out on. It'll be smoke and mirrors, moon energy, illusion. And they won't be happy about what they see that you've created for yourself. 7 of Wands, you're spiritually protected. Block them. Block them. Fire energy. Block them. Blockity. Block. Magician energy. Could be manipulation, but it also speaks about blocking them with a quickness. King of Cups on its face. This is someone who's a liar, a narcissist, someone who's manipulative. This is someone who's also mature. King of Cups could be someone over the age of 35. Women mature much quicker than men. Yeah, and a Knight of Wands energy, a dick-dealing mattress back. Listen, Free Willy will be their middle name. They'll be like the Wee Willy Winky, all through the town, upstairs and downstairs, in a nightgown. They're not even wearing pantaloons or panties. Why? They've got to be free, darling dears. The Knight of Wands likes to be in and out of all situations. Base of the deck. Listen, Skull Douglas, and they've also got someone on the side, darling. They come with attachments. There's a mistress here, a bitter one. Wow, you better pack up your troubles in your orchid bag and smile, smile, smile while you're on the road again. 10 of Swords. Listen, don't let it come and block your abundance, darling dears. So I said 10 of Swords, excuse me, more 10 of Wands. 10 of Swords is you overcoming some kind of heartbreak, adversity. Moving away from betrayal, darling dears. And again, it's talking about surgery when I said 10 of Swords. Not around the full moon, darling dear. The 10 of Wands, I've said 2 10s. 2 10s speaks about breakthrough, new beginnings. But the 10 of Wands, darling dears, this is about releasing emotional burdens, darling dears. Situation that's going to be a burden, darling dears. Fire energy. This is a quick talker, darling dears. Sometimes when people talk too quickly, it's for confusion, but you're not getting the whole picture. You know, when somebody just speaks and they're not telling the truth, but they speak a whole lot of nothing. Yeah. Queen of Swords on that bitch, darling dear. You better be what? Learned and understand. Queen of Swords also speaks about justice. Somebody may have to call a legal situation in, realizing this person is trying to what? Take their money, darling dears. They want to be the King of Pentacles on your coin. Listen, you better be what? Peter 5-8 up in this bitch, darling dears. What? On the alert and of a sober spirit. This 8 of Swords in the reverse, darling dears. Clear thinking, right? This is not the time for what? Second guessing yourself. I told you, you are the captain of the what? Red flag team. You need to know what's going on, darling dear. Pay attention to your intuition. You may, like I said, otherwise you'll have to end up calling the police. Knight of Cups. You'll have other offers coming towards you. Rejection is redirection. Knight of Cups. It's some, you know, it's moving to different groups. I'm getting the impression of you moving from one group to another. I told you, new level for you, darling dears. Something more compatible. Somebody's going to be going into studying. The Page of Swords, excuse me, merciful play, is also speaking about you being watched. People are watching you, darling. They're watching you do things by the book. Four of Pentacles. This is some people that are in lack mentality. Page of Pentacles, and ain't got no skrillers. Somebody who's bad lucky, right? 5 of Pentacles. They looking at how you turned your life around. Maybe this is someone that you've met, about to meet, going on a date with, darling dears. Maybe you've told them what you've overcome. Yeah. 5 of Cups on its face. Stop telling people all your business. Shut up. Shut up and listen to them. The wisest person in the room is the one that says, yes, I know you might be going on a first date and all of that, but good God, you don't have to tell them everything. Yeah. King of Wands on its face. Manipulator. Master manipulator. Narcissist, sociopath, and a deep dealer. What's that? A mattress back. Or pedestrian sperm engineer. New level for you. Somebody trying to shoplift Punani off a tomb. Listen, you've healed from those situations. You moved on. Don't be around the dramatic that comes in with what? Bad karma, darling dears. Bad finances, bad intentions, disloyal. They've got nothing but stable situations and thruples, darling dears. There's a lot of arguments that they're coming off the back of. They're going through, moving on from situations, but they haven't healed properly. Yeah. But this is somebody that is going to want to try and trauma bond you to get stuck. Good God. Trying to shoplift your Panani off a ton to get you into this unholy soul tie. You better be what? Peter 5-8. Be strong enough to tell them to hit the road, Jack, not go into it. Or continue with this path that you're on. The right people will turn up at the right time. It's about you continuing to what? Be adaptable and on the move. Law 48 of the 48 level power. Tell us some more about this situation. You're winning. 6 of Wands is my engagement card. Some of you have a a stage presence. You could also be a singer. Yeah, but you don't compete where you don't compare. Somebody is going to be able to be winning a prize, being presented with something. But we've got the Seven of Swords. Somebody's being deceptive. Be careful of deceptive energy. If you're going to a concert, somewhere where there's a large group gathering, because somebody's going to be going through the crowd with a, you know, yeah, be very careful. Yeah, Four of Wands is going to destabilize the whole thing. People running and screaming. Yeah, Judgment card. Maybe from someone to end up brown bread. That's a message for someone. Yeah, Two of Cups. This is on a date, darling dears. Seven of Wands. You better be alert, darling dears. Don't go. Listen to your intuition. Listen to me, bestie. But make your own choice. You've got free will, darling dears. You have to be a million steps ahead of the soft-eyed, dull fools, darling dears, that want to come and ruin your existence. Listen, they ain't got nothing going for them, and you've overcome so much. Five of Cups in the reverse. You've rebuilt your emotions. This is about you taking responsibility for your emotions in situations. Five of Swords. And you don't want no headaches in your life. You've washed your face like David. You've overcome. It's like the devil sending its most diligent worker for you, darling dear, to destabilize everyone. And again, there's going to be an issue at a concert, darling dears. A gathering, a large gathering of people. It could be a seminar. You could be going to watch someone speak. But somebody's going to have a taba. Yeah. And someone, it could bring somebody to the point of what? Brown bread. We saw the Judgment card. Yeah. Best advice in this situation of somebody trying to shoplift a panani off a tomb from a big cat. Listen. Use your hand, darling. You'll go on Ann Summers or Love Honey. Sort yourself out, mate. Hey! Good child. What's this? Don't make the wrong choice because you will harvest something that you don't want. Face of the deck. When God enters the building, make the right choice. Yeah, continue forward. This is your transformation season. Two major arcana. Divine as a hand in your life to avoid this situation. You've been forewarned. Somebody who's going to try and break down your boundaries with what? Flattery, darling dears. Want to get you to cooperate, right? While they breadcrumb you, darling dear. Or it could be them what? Taking all of your intel. Oh, it picked up that by mistake. Listen, this person is going to what? Wants to get, either they be taking information from you, right, and breadcrumbing you afterwards, right, which will give them the option of how they're going to torment you, darling dear. See the snake. But the snake is associated with evil and backstabbing, right? But in ancient Egypt, the snake was depicting wisdom. And I'm feeling the energy of wisdom. Wisdom is for the wise, so you can make the right choices. Seven of Cups to protect thyself. Good golly and gosh. What else? What's this? Yeah, gardener. Don't sow the wrong seeds, darling. Just keep it popping and fresh. Again, we see the Ten of Wands in the upright. Let go of a situation. It will be a burden on you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And it could also be what? Physically, when I say an STD, sexually transmitted disease, or demon, darling dear. Good God. I know. God is good. Avoid this love situation. Listen. I can't, the cards ain't ramping. Let's get the, what's this? Romance Oracle. Yeah. What's this? Look. Stay free as a bird, yeah? Free yourself, yeah? And this is what? A goat. It looks like a unicorn goat, but I like to call it an ibex. You are ibex cap, darling dears, of land and sea. Don't get yourself into that tight situation, because this person, you'll have to keep an open mind. Is that a whole naked baby? And the other bitches or mitches, they're talking. Listen. Hey. Hey. Oh, if this don't say run for the hills, right? Choose you. It's got wickedness all over it, darling dears. Look, I ain't even going to make this up. Pay attention to the red flags in these passionate situations. Someone's going to try and sweep you off your feet, right? This could be the one, and you better speak to your friends. Your friend is speaking to you, bestie. Listen, I'm giving you advice. I'm a pointer, not a picker. You choose, right? You choose, right? Because you'll have to be if you choose wrong, you're going to have to put yourself in a position of what? Forgiving and learning. And listen, you don't like the DNS, mate. I don't like it. I'm the red light, green light champion. Had to look over my right shoulder because ain't going for it again, blood. It's not nice. It's not nice. Someone's coming to woodwink you, darling, just to shoplift your punani and get you what? Mesmerized. So they can take. Have you in thruples or quadruples, right? Oh, child. STD, listen. It's kicking like Jackie Chan in their pantaloon and their spirit of wickedness, darling dears. Let's get another deck. Don't go with the blue deck. Yeah, because you might need a blue light. Yeah, you know the blue light that shows up all of these stains. Yeah. Become a detective. What's this? We've got what? Family members gossiping about. Yeah, you got family members talking about you at this moment in time. They're talking about your past mistakes. Listen, you had to let them go as well. Rejection is redirection, yeah, because you're on a different level. It's their loss, not yours. Right? What's this? They wanted you broke in prison, barking at passing cards, or DED. Yeah. They wanted a whole toe tag on you, or you may end up in that situation. Right? Let them lose out on knowing you. Right? They're going to give you what? Misophonia. What's that? You can't bear to see them blinking and eating. Unknown, darling dear. You don't know these people. Right? Law number 40. No free lunch. Let no one climb on thy back. Right? Because you'll have a monkey on your back, blood. A monkey that's wicked. Right? We will try and guilt and shame you into staying in a situation or getting into a situation. Father, it's a male energy, darling dears. Maybe your father wasn't in the house, didn't teach you about male energies, darling dears. You weren't protected as a child, whether you was male or female. You weren't taught how to be a man, or the feeling of being protected by a man in the fatherly sense. Fight in the mud hut. Wherever they're leaving, darling dears, is an issue with the Skrilla.com, darling dears. The Skrilla. Oh, wow. Unhappy, darling dears. The 4 and the 6 speaks about a situation that's got lots of progeny. Somebody's unhappy in that situation. Listen, they need rehab, Jesus. What is it? A certificate from an exorcist, psychologist, and a psychiatrist. Yes, that. Nothing more from this deck. Listen, you've been forewarned. Loud then. Let me quickly split this. A magician. You better get skeet, darling. There's the magician has all of the tools to co-create whatever you want. Right? Look, I can't make it up. The mask-wearing marauder. Be wise, big cat, and stay safe. On that note, I drops me mic to live to my Teesprings, my Patreon, or my TikToks, where I also upload videos. If you'd like a personal read, please hit me up in the Gmail. What's this? Oh, they want you to listen. They want you broke, in prison, DED, or barking at passing cars. Listen, you don't want none of that smoke. None of it. Look. Karmic cycle, karmic situation that will destabilize the security that you've built for yourself, darling dears, your stable foundation. You've already got emotional freedom. Wrap yourself around that like it's the Goodyear life blimp. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Until we meet again. On these tarot streets, big cat wave, chat. Remember, law number 10, avoid the unlucky and the unhappy. Otherwise you'll be back and I'll be saying bestie. Well, I did tell you. Fist bump.